So guys, this is the second session of the chapter 1, basically second part of the session 1. Last time we have discussed about the first part of this session was we have discussed about the three things: concept, definition and nature of project. We have discussed about the challenges of project management. Also we have discussed about the project manager. If you have missed those things, please go and see the part 1 of session 1, so that you can connect this session as well, and we will move to that one. So let us have a quick review of the last session before moving further and before moving to 1.4. So we have discussed about the project, we have discussed about the project management, we have seen various examples of the project. Like as I told you, project is a group of activities having temporary in nature. They have the starting point and the end point, and they have the purpose to complete. Every project must be completed, whether it is successful or it is failure. And about the project management, if you successfully or accomplish the project with the defined resources, with the available resources, having whatever the purpose you have, if you complete all the things effective and efficiently, we call it as the project management. Then we talk about the challenges of the project. We have the various challenges. Some of the challenges are like human resource is one of the challenge. Getting the right project manager at the right time for the right purpose is a challenge. Completing the project on time, like the deadline, is a challenge. Changing in the demand of a customer is a challenge. Accomplish with the competitor, it's a challenge. Managing the resources or not getting the resources on time, it's a challenge. So being a project manager, how we will manage these challenges, how a person who is a project manager is managing these all things, we have discussed in a project manager. So these are the things which I have discussed. If I ask you what are the various example of project, you can see various field, you can see the various organization. Like starting a new business, it's a project. Running a business is not a project, it's a system. Business is a system. University is a system, but launching a new course is a project. Government is a system of any country, but organizing a election in every 5 years, it's a project. Organizing a election, it's a project. Then we can see that the construction of a road is a project. Construction of a building is a project. When a project has been completed, it will become a part of a system. Coming with the new what you call as the new product, it's a project. Changing in the product, it's a project. Changing in the existing business means relocating from one place to another place. Also we have seen these things we have seen. Project definition we have seen, project management we have seen, examples we have seen. These are the various examples. Why projects are initiated also I have seen. I have told you that the project has been initiated because of the various reasons. Because you want to start a new business, or you want to change your product, or you want to change your business, or you want to close your business. These all are the reasons for starting a business. Externally, when a government has developed or mandate any regulation, so you have to do some changes. You have to shift from one business to the other business, or you have to shift from one product to another product. That is also a project. Reasons for the projects, or for some community issue. So these things we have seen. The nature of the project. Also we have seen that the project nature, then the challenges of the project, and the most important person about the project is project manager. See, one more things before coming to our class of the today, or the second part for the today. We are going, before one more thing I would like to add in the project manager is, he is the face of any project. Success and failure is the group work, it's a teamwork. A project is successful because of the team, a project is failure because of the team. But being a project manager, he is the face of the project. He has all the responsibility. Company has faith in him. Company has given all the things. So if a ship is going to be sink, it is only him who has to take the responsibility for that one. So success and failure depend upon the team, but responsibility has to be on the shoulder of project manager. So let us start the today work. Today we are going to see the importance of project management. See, this is the continuation of our first chapter. So these are the things. If you see the importance of project management, we have the various things, but let me compile all these things in a small way, in a simple way. And these all are the very big reasons, like compression of the product life cycle. You remember we have the product life cycle comprises of 4 things: introduction, growth, maturity and decline. Being a manager, what do you think, which stage of life cycle you want to be stay for the more time, or which stage of the life cycle you want to reduce? Like being a project manager, you want to increase the stage of growth and maturity, and you want to decrease the stage of introduction and decline, because introduction and decline stages incur cost, growth and maturity stage give you the more profit. So compression of new product life cycle, somewhere you will decrease, somewhere you will increase the number of time you want to expend in that one. So how you will do it? Because of these things, like suppose if I want to be there for the more in the growth stage, I will initiate some new products or the upgraded products, or the more advertisement I will publish. So this developing of a more advertisement, or I will start a new product when my previous product is to the maturity stage, so that when my first product will go to the decline stage, my second product will come to the profit stage. So my business cycle will run. So this is one of the reasons, or one of the factors, and why the projects are important. This is one of the global competition. You see, now the world is a village. We all know that particular statement. Global competition. When you are doing some particular product, every product is available in everywhere. You cannot produce any type of mobile and you can send in your country. No. Even if it is your own country product, people will get the product from other part of the world. They can get the Apple, they can get the Samsung, they can get all the other Nokia. So why they will take your own country product? So global competition is also there. How you will reshaping your business to compete with the global. This is also the importance of the project. Knowledge explosion. We are living in the world of knowledge. We are living in the world of IT. We are living in the world of changing. Previously, we know that every 40 years, worlds are changing. Then it will become 10 years, worlds are completely changed. Then it become nowadays every 4 years. Things are doing things are changing very fast because of the knowledge exposure. Previously, it was when we have started our computer knowledge in 1995, it was a desktop. Then it moved to after 10 years, it become a laptop. But within 4 years, our complete laptop or software or all the things in our hand of the smartphone. So knowledge explosion is also there. Why project become very important? Corporate downsizing. You want to reduce the size of your company without compromising on your profit. Corporate downsizing may be you want to reduce some of the what you call as the people, or even you want to reduce some of the designation. And instead of giving the 4 or 5 level in the top level, you only put on 2, like the CEO and the managers. And instead of giving CEO, CFO, CMO, all these things. So corporate downsizing, people are doing these things. And this is also one of the important reasons for the project management. Increase customer focus. We all know about the CRM, customer relationship management. Until and unless we will focus on the customer, we cannot finding the new need for the customer. Why they are shifting from my company to my product to another company products. Why every quarter my products demands are going down. If I will go to do a research in the market, that doing a research for getting the feedback from the customer is the project. Rapid development of the world, third world and closed economy. Previously it was that only first world, like the US, UK, some European countries, they are the maximum users for the big company. Now every third world also, we are saying that third world, but like the China, India, Pakistan, they all have the big customer for all the products. So this rapid development also changed. Like for let me give you the simple example. Previously Apple or Samsung are all making for the by keeping the client of the America, USA, UK. Big car companies are thinking about those people who can buy their costly car. But when they say the opportunity in India, opportunity in Pakistan, in other places, they have seen this is the 1 million or 1.25 million people are living in particular country, so they can sell their product. But also they know here the people like the product of the less price but the good quality. So they differently go to the third world with the new product having a less price with a good quality. So this rapid development of the third world is also the importance for the project. Small projects that represent the big problem. Some big problem is there. We can define those big problem. We can divide those big problem into a smaller problem. Then we can go into solve those big problem in a smaller projects. 4 or 5 projects will become solving the problem of one thing, then it will further move to the other problem. So importance of project in general, these are the reasons of that factors. Let us move to the next one. After keeping these all things, after understanding the project, after seeing the examples, after seeing the initiation reason, after seeing the various factors, we should know this thing is that project management process group. Generally there are 5 groups. As you know that I have told you that we are following PM book edition 6. PM book means project management book of knowledge edition 6. As per that one, even in the 4th, 5th, 6th, all the edition, the 5 groups are there, and these groups are called as process group: initiating, planning, executing, monitoring and controlling, and closing. See, this is also our second chapter, means we have to discuss in detail about these things in our second chapter, but let me give you the keywords. What a manager, what a company, or in a project management, what is the initiating for any project, what is the planning, what is the executing, what is the monitoring and closing. These are the 5 process group. Like see, initiating keywords is identifying business need, feasibility study, product description. Means here we are initiating the things, like we are asking a questions. Where is the problem? Why we require any product? Or why we have to start this particular project? So but when we are clear about these things, like feasibility study, whether we are able to do these things or not, feasibility study, business need, why this particular product is required, then which product I am going to produce. Other things are also there, but initiating is basically why, what is the problem, for this problem what is the solution, whether I am able to solve these things, whether our company is feasible to go with this particular project. If we are going to this particular project, what will be the product? So these things is the first thing, initiating. Then we move to the planning. Planning is always written. When everything is clear in your mind, you are going to put down on paper. From every activity, from the beginning to the end, everything must be, and it is also a roadmap. Which when we are going to for the third one, it is called as the executing. As per our plan, we have to perform, we have to coordinate, we have to direct our team, and our roadmap is there in a planning form. Every time we have to check with that one, and that checking and monitoring is our 4th stage, monitoring and controlling. Means where my execution, where my performance, where my actual performance is going as per the planning or not. That is our monitoring. If it is going as per the plan, it is good enough. Monitoring is enough. When it is not going as per the plan, we have to take a control action. We have to take the action, like if this thing is not going, we cannot finish on time, so we have to increase something, we have to introduce some new things, we have to add more people. So this is the action. If the actual action of execution is not performing as per the plan. So even sometimes what happen during we are also controlling the things of the extra, like we should not put the extra money on one particular activities and we are lost, or we are what you call the shortage of the money in other activities. So we all are going these things as per the plan. Monitoring, check if it is going as the plan, well and good. If it is not that, control it. And finally, as you know, every project must be completed, must be finished. Success or failure doesn't matter. It does matter, but it must be stopped. Finalizing and closing all the activities and submitting your project. So this is the 5 things: initiating, identifying the needs, planning, making in the written form, executing, actual performance, monitoring, going as per the plan or not, closing, finishing of that one. So this is the project management process group. Then the last thing of chapter 1 is the triple constant of project management. Basically, this is called the triple constant because this is related with your resources. As you know, our resources are limited. All projects are bound by the triple constant of project management, which is called as time, cost and scope. And with the help of these things, which is affected, is called as quality. Let me show you first this one. See, one of your time is there, another constant is cost, another one is the scope. All are interrelated. And I can also say further that all are directly related. If you increase your time, your cost will automatically increase. Time, if you reduce the time, you have to increase sometimes the cost also. So these things are interrelated of that one. Scope means where I am going to use this project. What is my scope? If I will increase my scope, if I increase my area where I can use my project, everything has to be changed. I'm talking about the change. If the time will change, it will affect the cost. If scope will change, it will again the cost, and finally these all things will affect the quality. That's why it is called as the triple constant of a project management. Triple constant is time, cost and scope, and it will somehow, in a positive way or a negative way, it will affect the quality. Quality is affected by the balance of these 3 components. The 3 constant is also known as iron triangle, as you have seen in the slide. If any of the angle of the triangle change, then the other 2 should change as well. If not, then quality will suffer. That's why I'm saying these are known as a triple constant, depend upon each other. If changes in one thing, we have to change the other also. Otherwise, quality will suffer. Means if you want to increase the scope, we have to increase the time also. If we increase the time, automatically cost will increase. And finally, we will get a good quality. If you want to compromise with the quality, you may decrease the time. If you decrease the time, your cost automatically will decrease. And your scope will also become very limited. So that's why it is called as a triple constant of a project management. It's a very simple thing, very general things. I hope you understand this particular things. So this is all about your first chapter. As you know, the first chapter is always the easy things. But I hope you understand these all things in very simple way. Further, in the next chapter, we are going to understand about this particular things, project management process group. Means from where we stop the first chapter, we have to start the second chapter from there. We will see the initiating, what are the various things in the initiating, what are the various activities we are doing in the initiating. We will see also what is the planning, what are the various activities, who are involved in the planning, why planning is such an important things. Then executing, actual performance. Sometimes actual performance is not matched with the planning, so what to do with that one? Because we plan for some things, but in the actual we are facing some other problem. So what to do with that one? Then monitoring and controlling and closing that one. This is our second chapter. I hope you understand these are all things for your first chapter. And again, if there is any problem, we are open to discuss. We have finished these things: definition, concept, nature of project, example of project, challenges of project management, meaning of project management. We have also completed about the project manager, who is the person, how he is responsible. Then we have moved to the importance of project management, project management process group, and finally we have completed this chapter with the help of triple constant of project management. Thank you very much for your cooperation.